have got no idea how this is going to happen, but we love him and we're happy to have him here. He is an ultimate entertainer in the scene. He's been in the scene for the longest time.
Man.
Anka kule anasoma news kidogo anajiita Bazoo.
Bazoo.
Hey! Willis Raburu. What?
Lazima tungeanza na hiyo. Just off the bat.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Finally.
And you.
Iyo energy kumbe si ya TV.
See?
Kwa TV bado.
Yeah.
Before we went on air, it was the same like vibe.
Yeah.
Energy ni muhimu manake happiness is a choice.
Yes, true.
So lazima uko na choice kila saa.
An inside job.
It's an inside job and just, you know, unafanya mambo kindani ndani.
Yeah.
Yes, there.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Karibu Willis. The last time I saw you was in like 2017.
20 kedo.
20.
What?
It's been a
2017.
Karibu sana huku.
Kwanza leo niko hapa hivi starstruck.
Right.
Napambana na hali.
Are you serious?
Unapambana ni hali yako.
Nimejaribu, unaona venye niko na professional face.
Manze, okay. Wow, you have a good way of showing it. You know? Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Tunaanza right na kukumbuka from this, like when you were in the university, you were doing Wayne Live.
Yes, Wayne Live.
See?
That's what, yes.
Wewe ulijuaje unaweza kuentertain? Because by the way, I don't know how you make like is like how you make it possible to just switch from an entertainer to an anchor. Uko serious unasema welcome to both.
President Uhuru Kenyatta today said he's going to open the bars only in one condition: if everybody says Bazoo.
Bazoo, tufunguliwe.
So you know, PR TV to some extent is kind of like acting.
Yeah.
So you'll see, let me see, wacha tutumie logo. Utaona nikimtuma leo ni mzuri.
Yeah.
Ama Joyce leo ni mzuri. Kesho ni bad. Yeah, so you just get into the mood. But over and above all that, I really love what I do.
Yeah.
And I am a believer that you are not supposed to put anybody in any box.
Yeah.
And nobody should tell you can't do anything.
Until you have tried. Kwa box utatoshea wapi wewe?
Mimi ni ile box ile inajua all my giftings are big. I am just big bone. Yeah, don't be fooled.
Oh, see weight ni bone. See fat ni bone.
Ni density.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nasikia kugota lakini kuna corona.
No kugota ile kubaliwa ni shoulder nitafika. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah.
Okay. So corona may happen, which may happen. You are in the entertainment scene, so you deal with these people directly. They come on the show. Now that had to stop.
Yes.
Because upon your tulikuwa tunaona vitu zote. Mmepigana na Ezekiel mkamaliza.
Yeah. Shout out to Daktari. He's my homeboy.
He's your homeboy. We see him on Twitter, guys. But how has the scene changed? Ukisikiza wasanii na nini?
Well, wasanii wanaumia. You know what has happened is it has allowed them, it has forced them, not even allowed them, to kind of be more innovative. Because most of the times, and that's again back to the structure, the industry, the way things have been set up, it's not supposed to be that kama kuna gig, guys are not making money.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be set up so the CMOs wanafanya kazi, you get your money from the iTunes and the other services, and you get royalties from being played on radio and TV. That's how it's supposed to be working. But now, kila mtu ameretreat. You know, now guys are like, so how do you make money? Walianza with a bang. Everybody was live on Instagram, but then when they realized, hii kitu inakula bendo, lakini haiji bendo. Yeah, then they went back. Now you see, guys, when would you have ever imagined that we would have virtual concerts? So to some extent, imesaidia, but then people need to be more innovative moving forward.
So how was your childhood like? Like I want to know that. Like Willis Jr.
You
Yes.
are a naughty child.
Oh yes.
Oh,
he looks like
it. Let me tell you what, I was extremely naughty, and my mom had such a hard time. And me and ningekuja too like this. I remember one very crazy day. I'll never forget it because I got in so much trouble. Is when when ukishatengeneza window, then umeweka hizo plaster on the side, it's still fresh. Imeandikwa hapo do not touch. Nikakaa hivi nikaangalia hivi, and I'm like, wait a minute, if I kick this ball through this window,
oh God,
will it or will it not break? And I did. Now it happened that as the ball ilifanya tu nikasikia gate inafunguliwa. My mom, she was so livid. Unajua ile kukasirika brain hapa inatoka. Yes, she was so livid, and that was like I was a noise. I am a noise maker.
Yes,
by default and proxy.
Yes, still a noise maker, and I used to get in a lot of trouble. But my mom alinichapa until I think the last time alinichapa in class 8.
Yeah.
Akasema, all right, but if my mom tells me today, Willis kuchapa, I believe her. I know. So huwa sitendi dhambi sana.
Okay.
Sina angle ya dhambi.
So even at that age ulikuwa ngala tu kama kuna entertainment, high school.
I was actually the guy. I was the guy. I used to, even when I was
uko number 1 call list.
See that, you see, like in high school.
Kuna yeye ndio anaitwa anaambiwa ita wale ulikuwa unapiga
But in high school it happened to me that way. So what just happened, prep of course in Asia 9, but at from 8:30 I used to start with my desk and say, man, it's 30 minutes. What are you going to read in 30 minutes? Itakusaidia. Let's make some noise. So there's a time I was really encouraging my desk mate, he's called Victor at the time, Victor Otieno. Nikamwambia tupige kelele. Kumbe kwa window pale, unajua wale walimwa kuangalia hivi. Yes. Teacher on duty ndio hiyo sasa. Alikuwa anaitwa Mr. Njoro. Alikuwa anasema, yes. Willis, when I left home, I told my wife, when I come to Form 3 West, I will find Willis making noise. And as sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, here you are. Kijana kuja.
And it would happen so many times.
So yani there's even a time mwalimu alikuwa anakuja anasema, let's say this is where I'm sitting. Alafu aseme, haya nyinyi watu wanapiga kelele hapa. Hapana, hadi hapa. Tutoke nje. Yeah, because yani lazima nikuwe kwa list. If not, I'm sick.
But Willis, you come from like a political background, like your dad.
Yes.
So how come you didn't enda huko ama kuna vile utaenda tu?
Maybe unajua wakati mwangasa wa siasa imeangeuka katika kichwa yako, mtazamaji, ni ngumu sana kusema kukataa mwito na wananchi. I mean,
you're open.
I'm open to it, but hey man, siasa Kenya is quite something.
You've interviewed these people, you
know? Yeah, it's quite something though. It would be, but you see, I'm a little bit afraid of because you know it's easy being from the out, and I'm not see it in our tetea, but it's easy to bash from the outside looking in. But if you really ask yourself a question, and yes, it's not the reason why you get there, the money, but imagine mtu akuja kuambie leo niko na 100 million Kenya shillings.
Akindachukua imagine yani
she's gone. She's gone. Money has a way of changing people. So that's what you really have to have such focus and depth in terms of ethos and and hizo vitu zote if you're to go there. But if I am to go eventually, it will be to serve the people. Si kuwawekea kamba kwa chingo.
Okay. You've been in the scene for how many years now?
10 years in October, but 10 years in April really, because I started as an intern, but officially by the contract 10 years.
You need enough time. Do we have a decade party? Virtual?
We
come with masks.
We were going to, but Jaden amekataa kufungua. Lakini akifanya makosa afungue. Mwanzani mutaro.
Willis, umetuambia kuna kitu inakulimit. We have to be innovative. Like in your own words.
Yes.
So tafadhali.
So nitengeze 10-year virtual contract.
10 years is not easy. You know, it's not just 10 years, Willis. It's 10 years of diverse, intentional, and being at the top of your game all this while.
Yes,
what would you say is the
amen.
What would you say is the thing that have imekusaidia kukua tu pale?
And I think first of all, at the very core, like I said, is I love what I do. You can wake me up in the middle of the night and tell me kitu imefanyika hapa hivi, end of report. Man, nitaenda hapo nishike mic abe, yo, as you can see behind me. That's what everybody says. But I've been through that. I've been waking up in the middle of the night and told there's a story breaking, etc. I can write a script off the bat, all of that stuff, because I love what I do. And every time it's like it's almost been like an onion. I've had to have such a, I guess you can call it a work ethic and a strong sense of belief in myself, because not everybody will ever agree with you, so you have to keep on going even if guys tell you no, until in the very least it turns from a no to a maybe. Then you've done something. I was like, maybe you do kind of have a list, because I remember when I wanted even as simple as moving from doing news to getting into the morning show, it was a problem. Because now if the morning show starts at 6 and if you're to leave the newsroom, you leave the newsroom at 9, boss anasema, but you'll be a little bit stretched. But I'm like, mimi sija complain kwa stretched.
Sijafanya.
Wacha nifanye kwanza tuone niko stretch ni wacha.
Yeah.
So it's been stretching myself, it's been pulling and it's been a lot of prayer as well. Na tumefika pale tuko.
Yeah, but what is that typical day ya Willis Raburu like?
Friday is the busiest day for me because I'll do the morning show between 7 to 8 and then after that I go to radio 10 to 11, then I take 10 to 1 p.m. then I take a break, go back to radio 3 to 7 for the drive show, then I take a break, then I go for 10 over 10 from 10 to 1 p.m. 1 a.m. then the next day I read news at 1 p.m.
Willis capitalism. Yani nini ufanye?
Friday watu wakisema free wewe hauko free hauko tu work mode.
Mimi niko tu
hustle mode.
And all of these things is you have to prepare for them.
Yes, you do.
You have to, read up, study. Luckily there's an amazing team at the back of all of them, so
because it involves a lot of talking.
Yes.
Kwa sababu radio ukiingia pale sitaki kusikia hata 1 second of silence.
And then already you have to talk faster.
Yes.
Jumsako on the move. So like, thank you so much for listening. My name is Willis Raburu, the Wawa Willis, and I'm in there like Sumer, because Sumer gets in there. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard Beyonce singing? Oh my king, you ready? Oh my God, we're all kings. Let's get back into the music.
Wait.
Yeah.
It just came straight from
it just came up even from the
no rehearsals, no nothing.
You see me nakwambia?
Hata siamini.
Inatoka hivyo.
Siamini. Anyway, lakini si tuende break. Willis is still here.
Yeah.
We want your questions. So 22999 is the SMS line. We're going on a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Ini last bota mark kwa kalenda ya mamasta maji mabazenga pia kafala na beef na kalenga na kakao amevunja agenda sibisha nangi squeezy niko busy labda kani bei za Bentley na mabigi kunanga mtane za kula baridi buda kila esto jiji nina bibi Kalale unakulanga Ferrari Kalale rusha mawe kahalwale ni Kalale unaongea mingi kahao Kalale hey yati nini kem watagwane whatever I miss kasi ganje haini saidi watagwane what about it bro man kona dai beef Kalale la Kalale hey yati nini Kalale ya Kalale
Papa Fadela klimebaki ni kujengea statue na usiache ndula nje na unajua tuko faipu tuko up de na tiki mbogi yote my crew masilva ndo zimejaa kama Manchester Blue kem ndo liko inafanya gani dosdaro Papa God sunionyeshe ganji kama flako ni adisema figa makoma na maziro very soon itabidi nikisonga nikiprado fan after fan kwa chukua wakikam na maliki wasafi ongezea bei ya bidhaa wasoro kuwa punish kukepea kaki flag no kizidi kulegeza ndo tatekewa madam watagwane whatever I miss kasi ganje haini saidi watagwane what about it bro man kona dai beef Kalale Kalale hey yati nini Kalale Kalale hey
katugongi pesa ni upuzi nataka kuwa na shares kakuzi nijenge uko Nyali ini nice nikikunywa sharubati ukirushwa manzi Kalale kompero safe bazo mi ufanya biz na mabazo sipendi chali amewekwa unalipiwa nyumba rwaka Kalale wanaumu wakiongea Kalale
hey yati nini kem watagwane whatever I miss kasi ganje haini saidi watagwane what about it bro man kona dai beef Kalale Kalale hey yati nini Kalale Kalale hey
kanikomboka wasibishani na wale afu buda kwa hii game mindo uchezanga malale na kuja solo nye mkikujanga wanane na ukileta usoro na kupiganga mabare wewe Kalale hapa mko
Kalale
Kadows
Ukirusha manzi
Kalale wanaume ukiongea Kalale
sio kumekuwa na mother
Kalale.
Haya sawa tukisonga sana. So pale Facebook wabebe big akutani malizie kwanza tumetua baby alafu usemee kitu yako wabebe that's all he says that's what big man do. Sasa jameni team 10:30 wanasema wako on it wanangoja sana. Willis, you are asking a lot of people who are not familiar with Gengetone, they don't recognize it as a new wave which has taken over Kenyan music industry. In your opinion, Willis, is Gengetone a culture or subculture, and why? That is Eman James. Uliwe tu yu wa Mombasa huyu.
Wa Mombasa basi Eman James kupenda kukwambia kwamba vibao vya Gengetone. Anyway, so music, Gengetone music, I think yes it's come under a lot of criticism, lyrics, videos, nini. But I think it's also something that we cannot deny that it is Gengetone music that caused the world and most of Nigeria and Tanzania and Africa to be like, wait a minute, what's going on in Kenya? So it has a role that it has played and we cannot ignore it. What needs to happen is instead of bashing it, yet munasikia wap.
Say it.
Na vitu zingine is just, you know, try to see how it can be expanded.
I think if you
and
can
exported.
But I think if you guys can have conversations with the artists that you can clean the content for it to be palatable across, you know, all generations, that would be much better.
But also I think that yes, there is a point, it's a good point in terms of being palatable. But again, music si ya kila mtu. Uwezi mtoto hawezi sikiza Luther Vandross, let's make love tonight. I'm not Luther Vandross, but let's make love tonight. You know, Marvin Gaye, and sexual healing. Hawezi sikiza hizo. So there are songs for different. It's just that since it's such a beat that children listen to as well, then there is a way wanaweza tumia maneno fiche kama vile kina Diamond wanafanya. But again, also I'm always very careful not to limit people from expressing themselves because I think music ni art, and you just express yourself, tutapambana mbele. Sema kitu unataka bwana.
So Kalale.
Kalale!
What was the inspiration behind? Like, how did you decide to just jump on the beat and be?
Mimi nimengojea, yani siku ya kwanza nilisikia hii wimbo wa Seni, nimengojea tu nisikie Willis.
Hata mimi
unapiga kaka nini? You want a longer bars.
A verse.
But zinakuja, unajua kuna thrash session. Thrash session. The thrash session.
What was the inspiration like?
The inspiration was again from what I'm doing now is because again Corona made me really go back and think, and many things that have happened in my life made me go back and think about life in general and things that I always wanted to do. Since I was a kid, I used to shake a mic, remote control rather, na rap na kina ma Eminem. You better lose yourself to the music, Ivo. You know, then I like, wait a minute, I want to do this thing one day. This is something I want to do. And even when I was 7 years old, I told my mom I'm going to be on TV doing news. So by that, if all these things, I've done news, I've done entertainment, but music I haven't done, and I haven't written a book. So I've started writing a book. I'm I think on the second chapter.
Nice.
And so then now I'm doing music, which is something I want to do. And even just the response I'm getting from people I'm reaching out to, projects that I'm already working on. Oh, it's about to be lit. Vile Pastanganga na samanga muna dhani ni moja na bado.
Wewe Pastanganga ana watu wa kukoni.
Si ndio? Pastanganga hana wa kukoni. Pandemic.
But acha nikuulize. So do you think uko kwa hii genre ya Gengetone ama uta diversify tukusikia huko unaimba na Otile Brown?
That is the vile tu mumenizoea, diversify. I won't just do one thing. But I started with Gengetone because it's something that I love and I think it's misunderstood and bashed too much. Kuna kubasha lakini pia
jamani. Lakini una venye mmetoa kitu kali, haina mavitu hizo zenye
but then mmesafisha.
It's doable. It's doable. Yes, but the aim was to have fun. Siku safisha sana. Oh, I had so much fun.
Lakini umesafisha rada. Yaani hiyo ni ile kusafisha rada wewe umeifanya.
Nimefanya mara yako ya kwanza kuja kwa show hii. Lakini tumekuongea.
Nimeona sana. Hivi mimi nimekuwa nikifanya kutazama.
Check Willis, our job is to cover stories, not to cover like
and that is why why no hard feelings. Otherwise singekuwa hapa leo. I was like, they're just doing the job. It's okay.
So tulifanya tukaongea mambo yako.
No.
Ukapelekwa Rwanda ukaclear hiyo maneno.
Thank you very much indeed.
Ukaclear maneno ya Rwanda, lakini jana ilikuwa birthday hivi. Ni kama message ulituma kwa binti Maria Pruti.
Kwa binti Maria Pruti. Mimi nitasema hivi, I'll say this of Maya Prude. Yes, is that I love her and I respect her.
Oh.
And if I always say this story about her can only best be discussed if she's also here.
It's true.
Yeah, so that's what I always say most of the places I go. Okay. And I have learned a hard lesson. That's why I don't bash people who talk about me online, because I gave them. Yeah, I was the one posting the pictures. Yeah. So it is, I don't find it unfair to say, but you know, guys are bashing. Yes, kuna wengine wana in the extreme.
Yeah.
And they trying to take me to jail.
You block them?
Yes, I do. Okay. I block them and I pray for them. Zile praise the Lord, may their path be slippery.
May your window pane fall on their head.
Shikarabu, want to pencil? Yeah, but so I've learned also just to keep everything I do now private. More private,
Okay. Oh yeah. But there's someone asking here, kuna mtu.
Nani?
Lilian from Limuru says, uliza Willis ka akona mtu.
Niko na mtu. Lilian
from blanketi mtu.
Okay. Yes. Lilian from Limuru.
Yes.
Ni ile tu jibu yangu. Haya ni mambo ya private. Ushaelewa? Yeah, mambo ya na si part. Yani ni ya mambo ya private.
Yeah.
What is the one misconception that people have about you?
The one misconception people have about me is that I don't get angry.
Do you though?
Yeah.
I just think, you do? No, really, just think, thank you, my God. I think that must have been a misconception that I hadn't even thought about.
Yes.
But
most people, I do.
And then kunaendaje?
But my anger is like the Lord. It's short-lived. My anger is short-lived.
Like short-lived kama bahati kukalektia president. That's short-lived.
Oh, what?
Wait, what?
Wacha nikunywe maji.
We said
we
can.
Narudi tena. Okay. Yeah, it is short-lived, say 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. And then I'm a person, if I act out of anger, I will come back and probably say, "Wait." I'm like, hey man, pole sana hapo
nilichoma.
No, si kuchoma kama ulifanya mistake ulifanya. But maybe I shouldn't have spoken to you that way. Okay. I don't like mimi sule mtu hautanisikia ati nime raise voice kama vile nasema wa bebe nikiongelesha mtu amenikosea. Yeah, that would happen. But I'm learning also to say no more. Yeah, because I was yes man.
Bazoo.
Bazoo. No, bazoo ni wa kusema no. Okay. Bazoo ni wa boundary. No,
okay.
That's the new my alter ego, like such a fierce, but now bazoo.
Yes, wow. Yeah. Willis is someone watching you right here, and they're thinking, I want to be like Willis.
Yes.
Like I really want to do it all, especially since you're in a generation where you're doing the slash generation. There's so many things you can do. You cannot be put in a box. What would you tell them?
Well, first of all, put your hands on the screen. Let me pray for you. Anyway, so I would tell you this. It is good to really want to be like Willis, but you can't. You can't be like me. You can only be you. So you can aspire to be like me, but don't try to copy everything I do, because you can learn from my mistakes. But ultimately, I always say successful people look at you like you. Successful people look like you. So when you go home, look in the mirror. Uwe mtu unaangalia. That is the person you're responsible for, and that person is a success. And nobody, until you learn and find for yourself that you can't do it, don't let anybody tell you can't. So go for it.
That's really profound.
That's
really profound.
Yes, sir.
Challenges zenye unapatanga.
Niko ni sharish.
Apart from DM kuwa popping, what other challenges do you have?
Yeah, kwanza sahi, many guys want that bazoo. You want a little bit of that bazoo, don't you, baby? Who are you? Anyway, challenges that I've faced a lot during times for reporting. There were a lot of challenges. I remember when I used to do a show called Truth Meter, politicians would call me up. I remember one time the now current deputy president alinipigia Akaniambia, my friend. Oh my God. I'm not your friend. Who are you? Anyway, so yeah, so challenges at that. Sometimes it was I was reporting in conflict areas, like I was in Somalia for over 30 days. I went to Rwanda to cover some of the genocide. I went to South Sudan during the conflict over there. Challenges not having a balance between work and life. Yeah. Of course, because again, if you're this stretched, you need to have somebody who's understanding, and sometimes, you know, of course, anybody akona limit zake. Yeah, you can, even family. You know, wanasema mbona ukuje home? Like, I'm working. Saturday. Yes, I'm working. Saturday. I'm working. Masikae. Yeah, and then also just in the social media generation, a lot of trolls. The reason also why I try to Rashid Abdallah huwa ananienjoy ati naenda gym na ifanyi kazi. But
lakini nikawacha kwa sababu nilikuwa na kustock.
Don't panic. Don't panic, eh? Don't panic. Yeah, we shall do it. Yeah, tutarudi wote. But the reason why I like doing what I do and having all this energy and going to the gym and stuff like that is also prove the guys that you don't have to be a certain shape form to be on TV to make it. So if you call me Big Man Baz, that's right.
Bazu.
That's what's up.
Thanks for coming. Asante sana. Share your social media handles.
YouTube, Kalale.
I don't want to go.
Kalale nyumbani.
Social media.
My social media handles are Willis Raburu across all platforms. I cannot leave without saying a big thank you to Reckless, Breeder, Saru, J Blessing, Tony, Tito, Major, everybody who made the and Mavon on the beat.
Amen. Tukiendaga wase kesho, same time, same place. Thanks for giving us company. Goodbye, guys.